Oh my goodness, y'all, my emotions are so over the place. I have been watching the memorial service for George Floyd. It was a beautiful service and they did his life justice. His siblings, I have some clips that I put this video together. His siblings were talking about him, letting us look in on his life and the person he was and how he loved everybody. And then Reverend Al Sharpton gave the eulogy. Hezekiah Walker sang every praise. And then at the end, they asked the world to stand for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Family, 8 minutes and 46 seconds is so long. I stood, I participated, and I recorded the whole 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That's a long time. It was too long. It shouldn't have happened. So you guys, make sure you look at the unity. A change is gonna come. It's gonna come. It's the season. It's gonna come. Justice will be served. But check out this video, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
It was just, man, I love my brother, man. We had so many memories, you know, together. I remember him waking me up, telling me, hey man, can you iron my clothes for me? And I look at him, but then I look at his size and I say, you right, big bro, you right. You know what I mean? It was just amazing. Everywhere you go and see people, how they cling to him. They wanted to be around him. You know, George, he was like a general. Every day he walks outside, there'd be a line of people, like just like when we came in, wanted to greet him and wanted to have fun with him. Guys that was doing drugs, like smokers and homeless people, you couldn't tell, because when you spoke to George, they felt like they was the president, because that's how he made you feel. He was powerful, man. He had a way with words. He could always make you ready to jump and go all the time. Everybody loved George. We didn't call him George. We called him Perry. If you called him Perry, you knew him direct. You know what I mean? Because George was the name. Everybody called him Big George, Big Floyd. You know, Georgie Porgy. He had so many different names. But I'm gonna go ahead and man, it's crazy, man. All these people came to see my brother, and that's amazing to me that he touched so many people's hearts. You know, because he been touching our hearts, you know. You come to Third Ward, where we're from, people are crying right now. That's how much they love him. You know, I'm just staying strong as I can, because I need to get it out. I need to get it out. Everybody wants justice. We want justice for George. He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just going to echo some of the things that Falon has talked about, and that is that we come from a long line of large family members. Our mothers were siblings of 13, and if I can kind of fast forward a little bit, my aunt she lived in Houston, and she would always talk about being there and not having any of the siblings close to her. So my mother decided to move to the Houston area back early 80, 81. And so we came to Houston, and we were all excited that we could have somebody close to us, because the only time we really would see each other is like during the holidays or when people would travel to visit my grandmother. Long story short, I mean, we didn't have a whole lot, but we always had each other. And we always were taught that, you know, we could always bring other people into the fold. Always, no one should ever go home without having a meal or having food. And so that's how, as he talked about, my aunt was someone in the community that they called her Miss Sissy. And all the kids loved to come over there. And she ended up having, you know, 30 or 40 kids. that would come over there because they always knew that they could get something to eat if they came there. And not only food, but they could be loved and they could feel part of a fold. So we were raised to always welcome people in and to embrace other people. And so you could see as all these people, no matter who you talk to, they will all say the same thing, and that George was somebody who was always welcoming, always made people feel like that they were special and nobody felt left out. And he would enter into a room. Everybody would feel like they were special. He would embrace them. As I think about the thing that I would miss about him most is his hugs. Like, he was this great big giant, and when he would wrap his arms around you, you would just feel like, you know, you were, everything could just go away. Any problems you had, any concerns you had would go away. So while we're all grieving, I just want to kind of highlight his children, you know, Quincy, Javion, Tanjanika, Tyson, and Gianna, and his 3-year-old granddaughter, Journey. We all need prayer, but if I am honest about it, we are more concerned about his children and his grandchildren. So I ask that you pray for us as we go along this marathon to make sure that justice is served on George's behalf, or Perry as we call him. I ask that you pray for us and especially for their children. Thank you.
And my brother PJ was talking about childhood memories and how we grew up. And I would like to start where he left off. We didn't have much growing up, but all that great stuff how we dried and washed our clothes, that was just ingenuity. And I mean, hey, we worked with what we had, but didn't have much, but we had a house full of love. And I mean, I appreciate the love of everyone in here in the state of Minneapolis. Y'all adopted my brother and showed him so much love, and we feel that love in your city, and thankfully everybody and plus around the world. It's a beautiful thing, this great love we're receiving, and George Floyd is receiving, because he would love it. I wish he was here in the presence, in the flesh, to see it, because all this great unity, he would bring it to tears like it's bringing us. But she had fun, me and my brother, Big Floyd, as y'all know. Oh, cooking wise, he would beg me, honestly. Him and the other brothers, 3 gentlemen my brother mentioned, grew up in our household. They would say, "Little bro, you make the best grilled cheese. Can you please go make us one?" I mean, if I tell y'all as a little 6 or 7-year-old kid, I did that numerous times. I realized as I got older, y'all just using me. But you know what? But you know, I was just happy to be doing it. But my big brother, I mean, great guy, great gentleman, great man. And as a child, without no father figure, he was big brother, but I didn't see the little stuff they were throwing out. He was doing the best he can, and the mistakes he made, and I watching them, following him, correcting myself as a grown man, as a teenager growing up, and, you know, learning from him how to be a man. Everything he instilled us and taught us, he was doing him, but he was teaching us how to be a man, because he was in this world already before us. And he gave us a lot of great lessons. And I mean, one thing about a man, keep the definition as is, Floyd, responsibility. He would stand up for his family and friends, and he's great at that. And I want you guys to know that he would stand up for any injustice everywhere.
Going through, laying there for those 8 minutes, begging for his life. Heard someone say, narrating his own death. We can't let this go. We can't keep living like this. Sam Jackson, is Sam still here? Steve Jackson, is he here? Steve, we won't recognize, I was recognizing everybody. We gotta stop this here. And we got to, in this time, bring about a new season. Let us stand still. You that believe in faith, bow your heads, or whichever way you worship. That's a long time. If we've calculated with the clock here, that's how long he was laying there. There's no excuse. They had enough time. They had enough time. Now what will we do with the time we have? As we usher the family out, please let us